how the villagers build their houses. Guys, you can just see it's there. There's at the middle of these houses, they build round. Then at the middle, they leave some space which they can dry up their crops, e.g. maize or tobacco. But for now, if you can just realize if a homestead clean this water is. You can just see how clean. And let me take the water because I'm very thirsty, guys. Let me take type of the building where the tobacco is processed. You see that it looks like a story building, but it's made of mud. This is where they process the tobacco before taking it to the company, guys. Hello good people, welcome once more to I Am Jukane YouTube channel, guys. And today I'm doing very fantastic, guys, and I'm taking you through the village in this vlog. And you can just see in front of me is a path that is passing through a farm which was planted the eucalyptus species trees. And at that point you can just see a home of someone, guys. And guys, just to remind you that here in the village there are more pine roots here, and you can access it easily without disturbance, without restriction, guys. And you can just see the maize here in the village, and people are struggling so that there is food security in the village, guys. And at this point, this is the cassava, where most farmers prefer planting the long-term crops like cassavas, which take more than 4 months in their farm. And here's the just harvested crop, the finger millet. You can just see right here a tree which is a bit old, guys. Guys, today I just decided to move around the village so that I can see what's popping up in the village, guys. And you can just see here, this is how the Kuria people build their homes. They build it in a circular manner, whereby at the center, if they have domesticated animals, they can place there for security. The thief can't access and raid their cows easily, guys. Guys, in the village, welcome back. In my vlog, I Am Jukane, guys. I just remind you that if you haven't subscribed, please click the subscription button, and all will be well. And guys, here are the children's maraba. You can just see they are playing their games, the common games here in the village. There are many games, but it is their choice to do what they need to do, guys. And here is just a road leading me to a place known as Mathare. This is Mathare, where I'm going to access, and I like visiting that place because of its beauty and nature. Guys, let me use this road here and access that. Guys, here is I Am Jukane. Maybe just wondering who is speaking, and you can't see his face. Come here, guys, and I'm heading to a place known as Mathare here in the village. And this place, maybe I can briefly explain to you that at this place is where the lovebirds which have just engaged or they have been in an engagement sometimes, or they are just new couples in the village, they just go there and enjoy themselves, taking beautiful photos here and there, you know. But wow guys, that, and you can just view here where I am. And guys, you may realize that in this village you can just see there is I can say shrubs. There's shrubs everywhere, every path you access, and if you are not very careful you can step on a dangerous animal like a snake, and which may end up biting you. So you have to be so careful, guys. Perhaps you have to be so careful. And guys, you can just see what I was trying to explain, how the villagers build their houses. Guys, you can just see it there. There is at the middle of these houses, they build round, then at the middle they leave some space which they can dry up their crops, e.g. maize or tobacco. But for now, if you can just realize if a homestead is maybe a farmer in that homestead cultivates tobacco, because you can easily see. But here there's some farmers here, they don't prefer planting tobacco because they don't have there's some specific house which they build, and it goes high. It looks like a mud story building, but it's not a story building. It's just specified for tobacco, I don't know, processing or what, but for that purpose. Maybe if I come across, I'll show you guys. If I come across that house, I'll be explaining to you more so that you can understand, guys. And here is the tobacco plants, and this has just flowered, and it's just ready for removal of seeds. Guys, stay here with me, watch the video, watch I Am Jukane YouTube channel for more vlogs. Guys, and above the sky, guys, you can just see it's about to rain. It's about to rain, and there's some cold. So for that purpose, I need to wear a jacket to protect me from cold winds, which may end up bringing me some disease, which I don't want to get sick for now. Guys, you can just see the cassava farm. You can't see it clearly because I'm zooming. Guys, it's a nice and beautiful home here, and you can just see how they build the Kuria culture, the Kuria community, how they build their houses, because they are cattle herders, and there is some vice in the community, which a certain member from a community may raid your home and just take your belongings. And guys, here's the banana plantation here. Guys, you can just see here healthy bananas. Most of the farmers here, they focus more on their farming activity in the village, and they end up yielding some good and amazing yield. And if they take up the market, they end up earning some extra money in their pockets, which it's a source of income. Because here in the villages, more people are jobless and they need to do something to earn them cash in their pockets. And if you sleep, you go up poor and without anything. And as you all know, when someone is poor, is may end up stealing things. Guys, you can just see here the place. This road is bushy and there's no one to take care of it, because they are not concerned about dangers here and there. And someone, if you pass at this point at night, someone may be hiding, maybe here at this point or at a particular point, and may end up robbing you. And this is very dangerous. This is very, very dangerous. Guys, you can just see how green this place look like, because of there is adequate rainfall throughout the year. There is always rainfall compared to other places in Kenya. This place is so green, and the farmers benefit more on crop cultivation. And here most of the people prefer planting the blue gum species of trees, because they grow up faster and they thrive, and has this type of trees has a good type of timber. You can just see here there are a lot of trees, and at that point you can just see this is some of them have already reached maturity, but some are still at a very young stage. But this, what causes this is the lack of spacing. If you don't space your crops well, not crops, the trees, if you don't space them well, they may end up, some of them become thin, but others become healthy. And at this point, I'm trying to access that point using this route. Yaje. So guys, you can just see, I'm trying to, you can just see it's a steep slope. You need to use extra energy so that you can climb it up. Guys, you can just see how large this rock is. It's very, very, very large, and you can just see it has some water points. Some water points which were formed by the corrosion of this rock, which is caused by sulfur from rainfall. And guys, you can just see at this point this enormous rock, and under it you can just see the cave. Here's the cave under this rock. You can just see I'm trying to enter inside the cave. Just see the environment inside here, and maybe as if you ask the ancestors of this place, they'll tell you that the early inhabitants of this place, they used to live at the caves, and they cook their food. And you can just see here is the charcoal. This is the charcoal. This place is very favorable for the cooking of food and the grinding of maize. This place is very favorable, and you can just see here how the rocks lie on top of each other. Guys, here you can just see from upwards of this rock, you can even just touch the leaves of trees here. Like for example here. And I'm just wondering how these trees manage to grow behind this rock, this big rock, and how does it acquire its nutrients from behind the rocks. But I just discovered that at this point here you can just see there's some leaves which it takes a long period of time for them to decompose, then form the manure, very healthy manure, very fertile, and the trees use the manure to thrive. Guys, here's the footage right from the above this rock, how nature is, how nature looks like. And guys, if you can access this place when it's very cool, and maybe some people have not accessed this point, you can just see the monkeys all over these trees, jumping here and there, making funny games, making some noises, enjoying their nature. Guys, just stay with me, guys, so that I can tour you inside this village. And at this point you can just touch the branches of trees, you can just touch them. Guys, here Mjukana is enjoying nature, guys. Nature is very beautiful and very powerful. Guys, and here the frogs and mosquitoes enjoy themselves at this point. This point they have to breed to make sure that everything is going okay, and they can just make sure that there is continuity of generation. Let me try to access another point so that I can show you what's popping up. You can just see here how God planned this place. Very meticulous. He planned meticulously. See that point, guys. Guys, this is undisturbed nature inside my village, Nyabohanse village. You can just watch carefully, and if you are not careful you may encounter a rock python at this point, so you have to be very, very, very careful. Guys, you can just hear how the wind is just blowing slowly by slowly. making a breeze, just cooling my body, guys. And this is a small forest which belongs to someone. It's not owned by government. It's just owned by someone. And I decided to leave this place to be like this, very conducive for wild animals. And at this point, the inhabitants are the mountain rabbits. I don't know how you call in your language, but in Luya we call them chinyeri. We call them chinyeri. And there are also some species of animals which they eat chickens. The mongoose also inhabit this place. They like a very cool place so that they can hunt for themselves without disturbance from the villagers or any predators. Guys, you can just hear how the fence are penetrating on the crevices of rocks, just trying to find nutrients. Guys, and to pass at this place, I have to touch this tree and climb up. And I have to be careful so that my phone can't fall down. Okay guys, let's continue with the vlog. I'm sorry, my storage ran out, so I had to pause the video. Unfortunately guys, I'm trying to access the top notch here, and at this point you can just hear the sisal growing themselves, and that this is not a boundary. And most commonly here in Africa we use sisals to divide the boundaries. You can just see that type of tree there. It's very rare. And it's a mature sisal. Guys, I'm trying to zoom a mountain rabbit at that point. You can just see at this point there is a certain animal that is sitting at this rock and is looking at me. It's very ready to go into hiding. Very, very, very ready. Let me try to access that point. If I can capture it on camera or not. It will be a bad luck if I'll not be able to capture it. They are very, very, very sensitive, guys. These animals are very sensitive, and you can just, guys, I'm trying to look for a path that will lead me to that point. Guys, it's still there. Let me try to go slowly so that it can't hear me. There's no path, guys, and these animals feel secure. they feel very secure because there is limited access to this point. Wow, guys, it has already ran away. They are just thinking that I'm scaring them away, but not. I'm trying to also protect them. And you can just visit their habitat, guys. This place is so bushy. This place is so bushy that you can encounter a rock python. And I don't know what could I do if I fall myself into that situation. Guys, here the cave. Yes, the cave. The hiding place of the mountain rabbit. Trying to feel him inside this place, but they have already escaped. You can just see how beautiful this place look like. Guys, to be truthful, this species can't. This species can't go to extinction because it has the most protected habitat in this world. And you can just see here their urine. They just urinate, and when they urinate, they make that surface very soft. And this is a tree, a traditional tree. In Luhya we call it muhuyu. This species of tree is very rare, and you may find that the people having it in their compound maybe those people are just careful. Guys, we have just reached at this point, trying to explore try to take much of information at this point, this bush environment. And guys, right from here you can just see the village on the downside. That's the beautiful village of Nyabohanse. And that are the skies. It seems that it will not rain today, but earlier there was signs of rains, but the clouds have just disappeared. Guys, at a younger stage, I was just thinking that in places like this there are no owners, and you can just come, and if life beats you and you have no farm, you can just come and stay places like this. But when I grew up, I came to realize that there are owners of places like this. They look bushy, but they own it. You one day try and maybe a place like this, come and just slash, you will see fire. That's the day that we'll discover the owner of that place. Let me guys try to climb downwards. So guys, let me climb downwards so that can go to a particular point. Yes, the cliff of the rock. And you can just see, guys, there's someone who was trying to make this place clean. Maybe he or she had a plan to cultivate this place and grow something that he wants. Guys, here is nature. I'm just enjoying nature on its own, guys. Very undisturbed, guys. Oza nyaje. Guys, this place I have to be very careful, because some kids just come to play at this point or just to fetch firewood, and there is no toilet, so they do their things anyhow. Guys, this is the end of the road, but I have to try my best so that I can roam inside the bushes and explore more of nature. Guys, you can just see here some species of aloe vera and fern. And when you see this type of plants, you just see nature everywhere. Here at this point, let me take a thumbnail of my video at this point. Guys, let me continue with my journey here. Wewe mnatoroka nini? There are kids which were playing at this point, and when they see me walking with the camera, they just ran away. But I'm not scaring them off, because me myself, even I love playing with the kids, but to certain limits. Guys, you can just see at the top there. And guys, if at places like this, you have to be, when you are living at the other point and you have to access this point to maybe to get you to the market, you have to return home as early as possible, because this place is very scary. And you may find that someone just build up a house, then just abandon it and go to the town. Let me take a thumbnail at this point. Guys, you may find that some people don't want to waste their land, even if the land is very rocky. They just cultivate and plant their crops. And something that I had discovered, and I just did some research, is that in some places like this, and on the behind the rocks or around the rocks where there's some soil, you may find that that place is very fertile, because of that place is very rich of phosphorus. And phosphorus is bring about the corrosion of rocks, which end up producing soil as the product. You can just see here, guys, this is a fruit. We call it mapera in Swahili language. Guys, this is the route taking me out of the place that I have been. Guys, here farmers are very struggling, and you can just see there are some people who are trying to make the roads, disturbing the crops. But me, I say no. I can't just I know this is a sweat of a man who has just tried to maybe conquer the problem here in Africa, which is poverty and lack of employment. So he just took his or her time so that he can cope up with the problem and just cultivate their crops. And you can just see it's doing very, very well, very fantastic. Guys, let me not cross at the middle of that farm. Here people are very, 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 very hardworking. They are very hardworking. They make sure that no place they leave behind uncultivated. Wow, guys, here I'm just stranded where the road is, but I'll find my way out of this point and try to access another point, bringing new nature than disturbed. You can just see here, there was a passion fruit plant, but the kids just destroy it, forgetting that tomorrow is another day. Guys, it's my first time to access this place, and I don't know where I can just pass, but no problem. I'll make sure I get out. I'm getting out of this place. You can just see how people are farmers. These are the sorghum, the shorter variety of sorghum. But this farmer ended up lacking incentives to make sure that his crops are doing well. Maybe due to lack of money, or there is a problem maybe of weeding. Guys, stay tuned with me in this vlog. Watch my video, guys. Watch my video. And here, guys, you can just see the farm is ready to receive the seeds of early planting. They just harvest and immediately they dig up their farms to prepare for the next crop. And these people are also the charcoal burners. They are also the charcoal burners. They burn from the indigenous crops, not crops, the indigenous trees. Then they take the charcoal to the market. Most of the people prefer the charcoal from indigenous tree species. Guys, and this is the water point where the villagers take their clean water. Guys, you can just see how clean this water is. You can just see how clean. And let me take the water because I'm very thirsty. I'm very thirsty, guys. Let me take. Guys, and water from these streams which flow their water, they have no effect. This water is clean for drinking. It's very harmless, but you can't trust the water more because it may contain some bilharzia worms which may end up bringing you the disease, which is very dangerous to my health. Guys, you may find that here in the village, most of the people struggle with the work. You may find that you may also see that this person just tried to. He invested a lot of time doing this job, but end up lacking market, or may end up. Maybe he or she has a plan, but the plan failed because of unemployment, lack of money, and the things go on unexpected. Guys, here most of the people are tobacco farmers, but I don't see how they process their tobacco because at this area I have not seen the structures which they build the structures for processing of tobacco before they take it to the final refination to make it. Guys, it's getting late. It's getting very late, and it's already 6 p.m. East African time. And guys, from here you can just see the beautiful village. You can just see the beautiful village here and the crops. And here there's just some sweet potatoes. just see how people are living here. They depend much of their entire life, they depend on agriculture, as this is the only option in the village and in the country. Very healthy maize. You can just see here. Very healthy. Because of hard work. Guys, this is a testimony that hard work pays. This farmer has proven true. But he had encountered some problems which he ended up defeating the problem. You can just see the weeds, but the maize just yielded as he expected. Dear people, stay tuned, watch I Am Jukan, and you can just see here is how the road look like. Roads of this place and the countryside looks like this, guys. And it's a good farming. It's a good farming, and you can just see the spaces in between the rows. Very planned, and you can just see there's some heap. Very good. I admire this type of farming, and the garden is very clean. Very clean. He or she is expecting some good yields from this farm because of hard work, guys. But I can't blame some people because of lack of money. Lack of money is the key problem here in the village. Guys, and that's a coconut tree. That's the only coconut tree in the village. I don't know how he managed to grow it and thrive well in the village. You can just see how people have planned themselves for their future, for their sons and daughters. Guys, here is how real the village life is here in Africa. Here in Africa, this is how things are going, raw and uncut. Very raw. Guys, let me use this route and abandon the other one so that I can take a clear footage. Inside the village. Mambo. Guys, you may realize that there is a lot of eucalyptus trees everywhere. Most of the farmers prefer planting eucalyptus than other trees. Because of early maturity, you may harvest timber anytime you want, and it doesn't rot faster. But the problem is warping. They warp faster. Warping is the act of bending of timber. The bending of timber. But you may find that the gravelia tree remains straight, but with the time they end up the pest just bore holes on the timber, lowering the quality of the timber. And guys, I just said that I'll be showing you this is the type of the building where the tobacco is processed. You see that it looks like a story building, but it's made of mud. This is where they process the tobacco before taking it to the company. Guys, have just fulfilled your promise, and that's that type of farming. It pays more here in the village. It pays more than other crops. Shikamo. It's very paying. So you may find that some people do intercropping after taking out their maize crops in their farm. They just plant the tobacco, and that's a benefit on the added value. Guys, and you might just realize that where there is eucalyptus tree, there is always a road passing through the middle, and you can't control it. And you may find that some people, when they pass on the road, they just they just use machete to disturb your crops, your trees. You may just find it. They just use machete to make some unwanted marks. Guys, here is the posho mill, the village posho mill. When you just see a structure like this, a pavement in the front, you just, something that must ring on your mind is that that's a posho mill. You can identify that faster, even before accessing it. Guys, you can just see how these people in the village, some people have planned themselves for their future. They're beautiful. This signifies that people love their life. They love their life so much. Guys, just to remind you that yes, I am Jukane, and watch my video. Guys, is the banana. Most of you can't live in the village without planting the banana, because the banana help to just reduce the hunger, or you can just sell it and earn some money in your pocket. You may find that people set aside a farm and just have a banana plantation. They don't just depend on maize farming, because sometimes they end up yielding poor, and that's how people try to fight that loss. They may end up remaining something. They don't go to a total loss. Guys, here is the beautiful yard for the vegetable. You can just see how the vegetable is thriving well, thriving very well. And here's the avocado tree. Avocado is the most common fruit in the village. Most common. They sell it to the companies which produce some oil. We find that some people lack money and let their farms go uncultivated, leave it for free. But these are the people who in Swahili we call it wachoyo. I don't know in English. Yes, the selfish people. They don't want to let their farms used by other people. They leave it for themselves, but they end up reaping nothing. Guys, yes, the road, and the sun is about to set in the west. This is the west. I'm from the east, so I had to go back home. Have to go back home because everything that has a start, always it has an end. Guys, here's the raw footage of the village, of a common or a typical village here in Africa. Guys, there is eucalyptus everywhere. And you may find that some trees like this, they have been here for a very long time. This and here, some species of eucalyptus. And just see the marks of machete everywhere. That's the effect of letting your farm having a path. May end up causing some loss to your farm, but you need to just accept, because there's nothing you can do. Guys, these plants at some times back, when we had no tissue at our young age, we used to pluck the leaves of this species of plants. We call it in Luya language, we call it shiloha. Shiloha it has some weird smell, but you have nothing, you have no option, but you have to do it. You use to wipe your anus so that you cannot smell poop in front of people. Guys, there is mark of machete everywhere, everywhere. Guys, if you see things like this, these good buildings, you just feel for yourself that this is a buyer and not a local. Most people who have permanent houses, they just buy the farm, then set up their building like that. Again. Guys, this is the reality in the village. Here in the village. Shikamo. You can just see here's the bricks. Most of the people prefer making their bricks so that they may reduce the cost of building the permanent houses. But you may find that most people have advanced, and nowadays they are no longer using the bricks. They use the blocks made of cement and waterproof. And this is the Wi-Fi cable, and this signifies that this place is a bit urbanized, somehow urbanized, and some people use the internet. Guys, here's the road leading me to the tarmac. Leading me to tarmac, which links the border between Kenya and Tanzania in a place known as Sirari. Guys, here there's panya routes everywhere, everywhere. You can't disallow people. They will forcibly pass there when you are not aware. And if you decide to maybe put some thorns, they may end up moving them and throw away. Maybe to do about the problem, you have to buy a barbed wire, then fence your place. You might find that some people are installing the electric fences and walls to make their security good and advanced in the village. Here there is a millet farm. Most people, they plant millet because they have to make their traditional drinks, which they call it busara. Very so and tasty. I'm speaking out of experience. And here's the kale farm, the kale farm. Very good, very good. And this is my work. This is my work that I've been doing on the onset of rains. I've been doing this to make sure that there is vegetable and things are going very well. Guys, you can just observe how things are doing here, and you can just realize that there is some sort of disease which is trying to and guys, you can just see the yellowing of leaves signifies that I have to perform some routine practice. Maybe I have to apply the manure so that they can catch up with their good health as they were before. And guys, here is just a cultivated small farm full of compost manure, and I had to put some seeds of some vegetable. We call it chinsaga. They call it chinsaga in Kuria, but most of the Bantu, you may find that sometimes they use sometimes are similar. In Luya they call it chisaka, but I don't know the name in English. But no problem, so long as you understood. Maybe in another video I'll be showing you that type of vegetable, so that you may understand well in my upcoming video. Guys, this is the path, guys. You can just see how straight it is, but it bends in a corner. And if you are running, you have to be careful. You may run, and someone may be at that point and he's running too, and you may end up colliding, beating up your heads together, and that's very painful. That's very, very painful. And this road need to be slashing, must be done to avoid some night injuries. You may step on an animal like a snake, and when a snake bites you, it's believed that you have to catch that snake, then go with it to the doctor so that he can treat you. He can know which type of venom has that type of snake injected onto you. You may find, guys, that when people buy the farms, and they make some wells so that they make up the problem of water. Guys, at this point you can see some flying bees, the king of nature. They are very tiny, but they are of much importance in the village, because 70% of the food we eat, it's just because of the bees. And this is the works of some kids. They are trying to eat honey, but things got difficult. It was not easy for them. It wasn't easy. But I feel sorry, I feel disheartening when I see that bees are being banned in the village because they are of much importance, and they have to be taken care of. Guys, and let me end a video at this point, and say thank you to those who watch my video from the beginning to the end. I just appreciate and say thank you to my loyal subscribers who watch my video. They end up liking it, watch without skipping the ads. I say thank you, my people.